This morning on DC News Now, a Prince George's County officer firing his weapon, responding to a disorderly person call. We have the breaking details of the police investigation in Maryland. A mild Monday, temperatures in the low 70s to start your week. A controversial event at the University of Maryland marking 1 year of the Israel-Hamas war. How people in our area are recognizing this day.
Daniels uncorks a deep shot.
And the Commanders keep winning.
I'm just out there playing football.
A rookie phenom renewing fans' excitement for football.
Ovechkin into space. A shot. Score!
Plus, 50 years on the ice. The Washington Capitals celebrating half a century in the nation's capital.
You're watching the station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
All right, we'll check this out. A live look from Capital One Arena as the Washington Capitals get ready to celebrate 50 years in Washington. You were looking, looks like at the Jumbotron right now. Our Liberty Simmons is at the arena. We're going to hear from her in just a few minutes, and she's going to have a preview of all the big events planned for this year, and there are lots of very exciting events. But good morning at 6 o'clock, and thanks for starting your Monday with us here on DC News Now. I'm Tanaya Wright.
Yeah, good morning, Jim. Corey James. Those drive times coming up in just a moment with Shanika. Let's start things off with Brittany for the forecast. Looks like it could be a pretty good week for the Capitals 50-year anniversary celebration.
Yeah, it's going to be gorgeous to get outside and enjoy it. We're tracking wall-to-wall sunshine, and it's going to be a quiet start to our work week. However, we are dealing with visibility at this hour, so take your time when heading out the door. Patchy fog is seen in our higher elevations. You're down to 0 miles there in Cumberland, less than half a mile in Kaiser. You're down to a mile in Hagerstown. Seeing clear conditions right now in the nation's capital. And temperature-wise, not looking too bad, sitting in the 50s to 60s across the area, with highs today warming up. We're tracking 70s once again. So overall, going to be beautiful to start the day, and it looks like we are going to be tracking a cool down in that 7 days. So keep it here. We'll talk more about that in just a bit. Shanika, how's the roads?
All right, good morning. Well, let's head to the Beltway out of, this is Virginia, Northern Virginia through Tyson's, right near 123. You're not seeing anything happening. It's really looking good. So your majors are doing just fine. Aside from this one issue, this is on 50, and that's Lee Jackson Memorial Highway. You are seeing purple there. We have some road work going on, and that's right near Fair Ridge Drive, right off of 66. So as you can imagine, the roadways surrounding this closure here, you will see some traffic there. So keep that in mind, guys.
Shanika, thank you. Prince George's County Police, they're investigating an officer firing his gun at an apartment in District Heights.
That is right. No one was injured. Our Yamari Sase is live in the newsroom now and has details on all of this.
Yeah, Corey and Tanaya. Well, what started out as a call for someone feeling unsafe ended in an officer firing his weapon and a man in custody. Now, according to Prince George's County Police, they say just before 8:30 last night, they responded to a call for a woman feeling unsafe because of a disorderly man inside an apartment. Now, when officers arrived, they learned the man possibly had a gun, and they got everyone out of the apartment as safely as possible. And something did lead to one of the officers firing his weapon. Now, exactly what that something is still being investigated, but that man was taken into custody and the gun was found near him. Take a listen.
What's confirmed is an officer did use his weapon. What's confirmed is the call was placed in by a citizen. What's also confirmed is a gun was located. This officer will be placed in an admin duty status till we conclude this investigation.
Now, again, nobody was injured. This is all still under investigation, and there are a lot of questions that police haven't answered just yet. So we're going to continue to follow this story and bring you the latest. For now, reporting in the newsroom, I'm Yalmarie Sase, DC News Now.
Yeah, Marie, thank you. In Maryland, Frederick County firefighters say one person is dead after a mobile home fire. This happened Saturday night on Highland School Road in Myersville. Officials say the person was removed from the mobile home but later died at the scene. The damage is estimated around $100,000. Right now, the cause is still under investigation. And this morning, 2 people are dead and 1 injured after a house fire in Southeast D.C. This happened yesterday morning near 23rd and Savannah Streets. Firefighters say 3 people were inside the 2-story home. They say 2 of them died, and an 85-year-old woman who was trapped and rescued is in critical condition.
Riding through, and I'm like, wow.
You know, I saw the police in the alley and I could smell the smoke. I pray that everybody had the strength to get through it because it could have been any one of us. I mean, we all have to pray for one another that this right here bring us together.
The cause of the fire is still under investigation. Firefighters are also expected to return to the neighborhood today to hand out free smoke alarms. And today marks a year since Hamas's deadly attack on Israel. That attack killing around 1,200 people and around 250 others taken hostage.
Now, since then, Israeli forces have killed more than 41,000 Palestinians in Gaza. At the University of Maryland, the group Students for Justice in Palestine planning to hold a vigil today. SJP says it sees October 7th as the day Israel started a genocide in Gaza, and the vigil will honor those lives lost. Now, this comes after the group's legal battle with UMD to hold the event. Back in September, UMD's president announced only university-sponsored events would be allowed on campus. SPJ sued, and a federal judge ruled that the pro-Palestinian group has a free speech right to host the vigil. Jewish student group UMD Hillel at odds with the decision, saying, quote, "We are deeply disappointed that SPJ will hold an event on the university's largest public convening space on the one-year mark of the largest attack on Jews since the Holocaust." UMD Hillel says SPJ's vigil will not interfere with its own plans to honor the lives lost 1 year ago. That event will be at Maryland Hillel Center at 8 o'clock tonight. And organizations across the DMV hosting gatherings to honor those who were killed and support the people still being held hostage, and calling for an end to the ongoing violence. Now, that includes a rally and march on the National Mall from noon to 3. The holding of a remembrance event this evening at the Anthem in Southwest, a memorial for Israeli and Palestinian life. That will take place from 6 to 8 at Meridian Hill Park.
In Virginia, Prince William County Police is hosting an inaugural summit for women in law enforcement in Arlington. Now, this is going to be with opening ceremonies beginning this morning at 8 o'clock at the Hilton Arlington National Landing. Prince William County Police is partnering with the National Association of Women Law Enforcement Executives for the summit. It is expected to end tomorrow afternoon at 5 o'clock. Washington Commanders extending their winning streak to 4 games now, beating the Cleveland Browns 34-13.
Yes, it was also another historic night for the team's rookie QB, Jayden Daniels. Now, Daniels had nearly as many incompletions as the previous 3 games combined, but overcame that with the longest touchdown pass of his career so far, as well as 82 rushing yards. Now, that is the most rushing yards in his first career 5 games by a quarterback. Daniels also becomes the first player in NFL history with over 1,000 passing yards and 250 rushing yards in his first 5 games.
I'm just out there playing football, and I'm kind of just reacting to everything that they're doing. I was able to get outside the pocket a couple times, scramble a couple times, so that scramble drill to Terry, I think, kept my eyes downfield and just seeing Terry running. I was able just to give him a ball that he was able to catch.
Washington is 4-1 for the first time since 2008. Next week, the team taking a short trip up to Baltimore to take on the Ravens. And this season, the Washington Capitals celebrating their 50th anniversary.
Yeah, they have a special lineup planned for the new HL season. And DC News Now's Liberty Simmons is live this morning at Capital One Arena with how you can get in on some of the action. Liberty, good morning.
Good morning, Corey and Tanaya, and what better way to celebrate 50 years of the Washington Capitals than by bringing back alumni players and the beloved mascot Slapshot here. And Slapshot has a very, very special cheer for you guys. Let's go, Caps! I hope you guys are cheering in there. Let's go, Caps! All right, woo! Thank you so much, Slapshot. That was awesome. And I'm also here with the Senior Vice President of Marketing, Amanda Tischler. And Amanda, this has been so amazing, so much excitement. We have the 50th logo on the ice. How are you guys feeling about celebrating 50 years here in Washington?
It's the start of a really exciting season. The Capitals were established back in 1974. So we really can't wait, and it's been a really epic off season to plan for everything.
Yeah, and you guys have so many things planned for fans, including the 50th Fest. You have an alumni game. Tell us about all the excitement that they can get in on.
Yes, it all kicks off this Thursday with 50 Fest presented by TikTok. There'll be tons of activations on the concourse. Doors open at 7. There'll be stage programming, including Capitals players. All 70 plus alumni in town will be announced, and then it'll cap off with a performance by Third Eye Blind.
That is so awesome. And how special is it to bring back alumni, 60 alumni players, former favorites, to the ice here?
It'll be spectacular. They're coming from all over the world and have made a point to be here this weekend. So we have an amazing weekend planned with them, from being recognized during the home opener to walking the red carpet to playing an alumni game. So it's really sure to be special for both their own experience as well as the fans.
All right, well, thank you so much, Amanda. And as I mentioned, there's also going to be a lot of goodies for fans to get. This is the commemorative 50th anniversary jersey that fans can get, and also promo items like that hat and pennant and so much more. So there's going to be a lot of interesting things going on this hockey season, but I'll send it back to you guys in the studio.
All right, Liberty, thank you. Time right now, 6:10. Local first responders rescuing people stranded on the Potomac River.
That is right. Still ahead this morning, how they were left with the boats and how they got back to safety. Plus, the holiday season approaching, and the retailers, they are ready. After the break, we're stretching your dollar with deals to help you get this year's shopping done early.
And let's take a live look outside this morning. Brittany, how's the forecast looking?
You know, the forecast not looking bad, Corey. As we open up a new work week, we are going to be tracking wall-to-wall sunshine through your day today, but it will be breezy at times. So keep it here. We'll have a full breakdown of this forecast coming up after the break.